In terms of the real estate market with COVID-19, we're starting to see the re-emergence of on-site auctions, although volumes are still very low. Obviously open for inspections are on the table again with strict social distancing requirements and limits on the number of people that can get through. But that's encouraging signs for the market. We're starting to see more properties come up for sale. It's still very early days, but we know that there's a lot of people actively looking at residential properties at the moment. Our indices are still showing slight growth over April, but really what we're seeing is a significant reduction in the number of properties listed for sale and a significant reduction in the number of transactions happening. So instead of prices necessarily falling sharply, what we're seeing is people just aren't trading on properties at the moment. So people that maybe were already thinking of selling have decided not to sell. Some of them are starting to list again now. We have seen over the last few weeks new listings on realestate.com.au start to lift, and that's encouraging signs, but it's still significantly lower than it was at the same time last year. And there's not a lot of urgency from buyers at the moment because obviously there's bigger things to worry about, such as health and employment. Once the stimulus dries up, that's going to be the real challenge for the market. And I think that's why the federal government is so keen to get the economy back working as quickly as possible, because they know that they can't extend this forever and that there will be some challenges after that. People may not get jobs back, incomes will be lower, and there needs to be a recovery sooner rather than later. Well, in a best case scenario, I think that we could see property prices starting to nudge slightly higher before the JobKeeper and JobSeeker payments are removed mid-September of this year. Worst case scenario, I think we find that we get to the end of the JobKeeper and JobSeeker payments, we get to the end of the mortgage holidays, unemployment's still very high, incomes have reduced significantly, the rental market's still struggling, and we see an increasing number of people having to sell both investment properties and their own homes in order to survive financially. Really comes down to the fact that there's been so much support provided by the federal government, by the Reserve Bank. We do have a wage subsidy in the form of the JobKeeper payments. They've boosted JobSeeker payments as well, so people that are looking for jobs are getting paid more. And all of these things, at least for the next 6 months, are kind of shielding the overall economy and the housing market from the potential worst impacts we could have seen if those weren't in place.